Ah, we are back. It's not working. What the hell? Let me refresh the... Okay, let me try to refresh this. Yes. Right. Let me restart this one. I will just refresh the chatbot. Maybe he's the one causing some problems. But I don't understand why I actually was able to trigger a command. Why? This chatbot back up. Dashboard, console, stream. Alright, try it now. Chatbot seems to be up and running. Alright, Twitch is broken. Do stuff. Twitch is totally broken now. Who broke it? Freezer's Black! Hi, how are you going? We are trying to fix some troubles. We don't need them. How are you going? Serious? Yep. Well, in fact, there's no command working. Go to work mode. We don't know why Twitch commands are not working. They were working like at the start of the stream, and now nothing. We're trying to find why. It's probably just Twitch being Twitch. It's not working right for... Okay, so it's not me. It's not me. All good. Yeah, that's the only link you need to spam today and for the next, today and Friday. This is the only important link. How are you going today? Serious? So far, so good. So today we are finishing this this model. I know that you might not see anything else than a base, but I will get you the model in a few seconds. You are doing some copy and paste. You are a beast. So here, this is the model that will go on the base. Daybreak miniature, 75mm. So what's left to do on this bad boy is to do the airbrush glazing on it. There will be not much to do, but I want to show you guys how to do it, at least if you guys have an airbrush. So I will do it on this model and on the base. Okay, let's keep going. Let's work those bones. And I'm exporting all these videos on YouTube now. So if you guys want to see missed something on how I painted it or anything, they are now on YouTube, and normally they are easy to find. So if you guys are not, well, okay. I was going to say, if you are not on the Discord, oh, I think the link is just down though. If you are not on the Discord channel, you can join and post your work. Oh wow, that will be a mod fight for the links. Nice one. Nice one, Jurassic. I still don't have received any notification about my Echoes of Camelot Kickstarter. That's starting to piss me off a bit. I'm at work and still kick. Wow. I'm really tempted to take a mental health day just to. Oh. How good it is to paint a whole day. Not checking anything. It happens to me. It makes a long time I did not do it, but sometimes I was just shutting everything down, no phone, nothing, and I was sitting and painting for a whole day. You can get lost into painting for a very long time. Like I was just checking, oh, should go eat, and was like 2 p.m. instead of like thinking it was lunchtime. So that will be the basic. After I will add some tuft and some decoration on it also, just to boost it a little bit. Make it look a bit better than that. It looks good. I like to add more. I really like that I don't have to add the schools. I don't have to go into my pile of schools to add some to the base. But I will add some grass. I don't know if I'm close enough. I think I can close it up a bit. Still keeps... Okay, right. I always fear that I will not keep the focus. I'm just missing everything. There's just too much going on. Love the stream, enjoying the content. Wow. You are both terrible today. You are both terrible. So if you are interested into seeing airbrush glazing, stay tuned. Once the base will be finished, I will start the airbrush glazing. So it's not right now. Will happen more midstream maybe. So right now we are in texturing stuff. As old schools are not perfectly blended. They are usually textured. Thirsty because you see that. The redeems are working, so that's, you are okay on that. But yeah, the commands are not working. Ha! The airbrush is such a nice tool. Want to learn how to be ox. Wow. Okay, I want this fight to last the whole stream. This is just too good. You guys need to keep it up until the end of the stream. And we will decide a winner. Phew, that was a bit too thin. He's... yeah, he's working. He is working. He's actually tasting rocks. So these schools will be blended a bit, only a bit, with the airbrush at the end. But I want to keep... this is why I'm exaggerating a little bit the textures, because I know that I will blend them just a bit later. Okay, one last highlight on all the bone color, and then we'll switch to... oh, I think this one is not highlighted. I need to finish this one. One last highlight after, to get some bright areas on the top of the skulls. before we switch to another color. So we will make the metallic mostly. I'm only doing some small highlights and scratches with that color. You can at least keep fighting a little bit. It's not because he is working that you cannot just do it a little. I give you the right to do it. Ah, okay. Not fun when you have permission. Right. Alright, we have the schools sketched. We'll blend them a little after. Oh, I just found that small school there that is not highlighted. There is some school hiding everywhere. Right. Let's go and do the metallics. I will take a bright gold. So I will do the top highlights and the edges, and then I will wash it to blend it. I will wash it with Agrax Earthshade, so it will blend everything on this, and it will outline. I will also put some oxidation color on this when we will be done with the metallics. So on this, I will only highlight the top, as the bottom needs to be dark. Agrax is good. Agrax is always good. But having the good contrast color would be even better. I'm just not buying them right now because, I don't know, too much stuff to buy. I think this is not like something that is really necessary right now. Okay, and I will start working more precisely the rocks. So I'm trying to highlight all the pieces that I did miss with the dry brush. Next big project you sell, you should treat yourself some of those contrast paints. Yeah, but you know, 10 brush are actually cheaper than 10 contrast paint pots. No, it's the same price. They are the same price, I think. So Jurassic, what kind of rocks are those? They are the same price. I'm pretty sure, right? No, they are 10 USD a brush. How much is a contrast paint pot? Oh, really? So now I'm trying to only give the edges more definition, so I'm getting more deepness on the design of the rocks. You know. What the hell? Alright, crazy. But the rock painting is actually going good right now. We might even get some extra time in this stream. So you can see a little bit of difference between the highlight there and there. So you can pick up a lot more edges manually and do the highlights. That could be a good idea. We need the rocky fact. The rocky fact. Where is he? Is he working? I need the phone number of his boss just to call him. Hey, let crazy chat a bit. Yeah, it's easier in French actually. The French way to remember it is way easier. Yep. the deaths fall down. This is gravity. Oh my god. Let's turn this stream into a rock fact stream. I won't spend too much time on the rocks here because I will use some pigments on them also. There we go. I just wanted to get a better hedge highlights on everything down there. What do you think is in there? Okay. Oh, wait. If that is working... What? Oh, you did... What did you do? You just refounded something, right? To do it yourself? What is going on today? Or you just changed? You are cheating. But actually, if Streamlab... Ah! Everything is fixed now. Yes, I did restart the stream. That also means that, yes, there is an extra something that can be bought. Oh my god. Alright. I will get the airbrush. Great success. I will get some orange. Very nice. Very, very nice. I will do the flames. So I need some bright yellow, which will be this. I will use ink. So yes, if you guys did not vote for Borat yet, go vote, please. Make Borat famous. Make my Borat famous. For great success. So I will start with the yellow, and then I will glaze some orange. And if I need to fix something, it will be easier that way. What is the most rape-prone state in the US? We are going back to... That was a fact or that was a joke? Now I'm just glazing some orange around the small candles, trying to leave a small spot for yellow right in the middle. Like this. So very easy. And then I can go with more orange. Wow. Crazy, you just got your man there. Not sure it's a good thing to argue with him. So for the bright yellow, I'm using actually inks instead of paint. This is why I underpainted with white. So I'm doing the closest reflection. It's not reflection, but it's do you know how to call this? And then you work with the orange to fade it away a little bit. You're slipping along. A long time. A very long time. I think we will both be very grumpy before. Old and grumpy. I will actually I will use the San Andreas Fault to as a shipping method for your models, so they will arrive when that. Okay, so here we go. We got some little lighting here. Nothing really fancy, but we got some lighting. Right. Oh, we got the one on the top. I need to. Okay. Oh, that was not water. Yep, that was not water. Right. So, I think it's about time to start the airbrush glazing, and after I will add some pigments on the base. I think it's enough. Let me get rid of a few things around here so we can start the glazing. So for glazing, I will take a dark brown. You need a new ringtone? Oh yeah. Let's start this. So, for this, we need an airbrush. We need a few colors. I will use this. I will use a little bit of hull red, a little bit of red. So you kind of mix a lot of colors when you are doing the glazing. Dark sea green. I will use a green. So green, red. Maybe a little bit of bluish, like this. And we will start. So when you are glazing with the airbrush, you actually want, like, you guys probably know that I am diluting 50-50 mostly all my paints when I'm using airbrush ready paints. So now you want to kind of drop like 5 drops of water for 1 drop of paint. It's really tinted down paint that you want. You mostly want to shoot water. So this with let's say 2 drops here. You take an old brush, Tistel, welcome in. So you can see that I'm actually shooting some very diluted, it's almost water. It's very runny, so I will have to be very careful. So it's a very small amount of paint going through the airbrush, and I make it dry with the air. I will have to close. I was going Tistel. So if I aim at those schools, so you will see that I will actually be blending and creating some shadows on the schools. Launch, so you can see how the school changed. Oh, lunch break. Nice. Well, thank you very much for stopping by. So it does happen that sometimes I'm shooting too much paint and it's making like spiders. You just have to go fast and push those spiders with the airbrush air into an area that is not seen. So you can see the glazing. Actually, this is very fast because I'm applying multiple layers in a few seconds. Yeah, once you start using your airbrush for something else than priming, like most of the people are doing. But now I did it for the school, but I will do it everywhere. So I can, this way I can add some glazing to the rocks and add back some brown here. So I can add some colored filter everywhere. So that will be with the brown. I will add more filter with green, with blue, and with all the stuff like that. So instead of glazing multiple hours with the brush, you can actually do all this with the airbrush. So you will probably see it better on top like this, where I can just add a little bit of color. Like this. Slowly, I'm slowly building. And this is why I'm moving around a lot, because I just let the place I just sprayed to dry, so I can just go somewhere else, add a little coat, and turn like this. So this is for the base. I will do the same on the model, as I want to build the shadows and blend my texture here. So I will do it very slowly. But I will increase my shadows here. No, it is not. It's metallic. Yep. It's true metallic here. So you see that I will need multiple layers, but I will make blending on the texture that I did there. But it needs to be done in multiple small layers. If your paint is too thick, you will just destroy everything. I will see. I will have to actually glue the model on the base before doing OSL from the candle or brazier. So by doing this, like in very small amount of paint, you can slowly build a blending, not only to blend in the textures, but from the bottom to the top of the model. So it increases the contrast between the bottom of the model and the top, as I'm adding shadows only at the bottom right now. So I'm working with a brown right now. So it's a slow process for the airbrush, but it's way faster than doing it with the brush. Most people want the airbrush to be like, okay, one coat, it's done. But you can get much more out of this tool than just some base coats. So you can start seeing that I'm creating a blending there. You still see the texture through the paint, but I'm getting everything slowly blended there. I think it's enough for this. I will just a little bit get out so you will get a better idea. So yes, you can see that now the bottom of my model is darker and blended. So same with the base. So that's the first color. I will do this several times with different colors. Yeah, of course. This is why I don't spend hours doing blendings with the brush, as you can do most of them with the airbrush like that at the end. And as it's very diluted, it's not one shot of airbrush like I'm doing right now that will screw everything around. You will not even notice it. It's when you're doing like 10 layers that you will actually start noticing a difference. So I will clean it. So for the guys that are new to the airbrush, you can do it with the brush, but instead of doing it in like 20 minutes for the old model and the old colors, you will probably be layering for hours to get the same results. And when I say hours, it will be hours, literally. So to clean the airbrush, you just put in some water, you backflow, you take back the water, you throw this into another pot. And you are done. You switch color. Right? This is how you clean fast your airbrush. So next color, I will go with a bit of green to add to the base. I need an airbrush package with everything. Yeah, the airbrush makes it way easier. You will see the difference. Okay, so now I got green, so it's the same thing. I will just shade a little bit of green everywhere, just to change. How do you backflow without poking your finger with the needle? You just have to try just to pinch the needle. Okay, you got the. This is why I don't have the tip on my airbrush. You see the needle there? So you just pinch the needle and it will backflow. So see, I just added some green shades on my rocks. So when you are airbrushing the green on the rock, I'm trying to aim on places that have a big, you will see a bit later, a big hedge, because I will add a brighter red on top of it to simulate some vegetation there. So it's not, the green is not that random, because I want to simulate some kind of vegetation with it. But you will see that in few seconds the green will be done. I can even add some to the schools. Great success. You see, I did add some green to the school. I will try to just... You broke it again? Glad you showing this. A lot of people got scared of breaking out the airbrush after brushing. Yep, actually it's pretty hard, as you can see on my glove when I'm spraying. Before getting actual color, I have to spray like multiple times before we start seeing something. Galaxy Wolf Dragon, welcome in. How are you going today? So yes, people are scared, but this is because most of people even take these paints, which are airbrush paints, but they don't dilute it. It needs to be diluted. It needs. Once you learn to actually glaze with the airbrush, it's like if you just found a new tool. So you can see I can add a slight green shade to my my skulls without having to work really hard for it. So I added green shade everywhere on the base. You can't really see it that much, but you see that there's actually different shades in the gray right now. I don't think I need to shade any of the green on the model though. So I will switch to another color to glaze. How long do airbrush paint last for you before you need to replace a pot? Same question with thinner. Very long, because first of all, okay, I do dilute them 50-50 all the time, so it's like a double bottle. And airbrush thinner is actually a big bottle. I put it into a small bottle like that because I don't want to have the big bottle with me, but I think the bottle is like 250 ml. But I don't want the big bottle. The big bottle is not fun to handle. So I keep a small bottle with me. So when you go with low quantity, you don't really... seriously, they are lasting very long. The important thing, are they more cost effective? I don't think so. It's just different. It's different, but they are worth it because I would say that normal paints will work, but these are made. They have a special thinner in it, in fact, that helps you to airbrush with them. Airbrushing directly with normal paint is a bit harder, as you have to dilute a lot more. But yeah, I think I'm not sure I've actually finished a pot of paint. And you know, I did, I did, no, I did not finish it. In fact, you remember the big Tulu that I painted. So airbrushing it was not even one pot. Yes, that's an Infinity 2-in-1. So this brush is over 10 years old. So that's why he's showing some marks of being a little bit beaten. Because at the start I was not really using it correctly, which would not happen anymore. But yeah, he is more than 10 years old, and it's going strong. The only thing that you have to change actually from time to time is the needle, and I'm just forgetting the name, the nozzle, right? So this is the only thing you will have to actually change at some point. So I'm going to airbrush. I have problem with thinner and black primer. It dries too fast. I will let me finish this color, and Fate Weaver I will. Others, I wanted to add a little orange reds around the candle lights, just to blend in the colors like this. So it's always the same thing when you want to wash your airbrush. This is the main, okay? So if you guys are you have just bought an airbrush, you are going to buy an airbrush. The first newbie mistake that everyone make is when they want to clean the airbrush from the paints they have in. Okay, they just, even if the cup is half full, they just spray it like this. Okay, I'm just getting all the paint out. But what it does is actually everything is going to dry on the needle in the front. So my first advice is you always try to get rid of the maximum of the paint you put in the cup every time. So after that, there's only water mostly left, and then you can wash it through the airbrush. It's not really dirty. In fact, my cup is, I would have to change my cup. But yeah, it's so dirty. It's not dirty at all. It's so dirty. I've seen airbrushes, really dirty, I would say. But mine is not really dirty yet. Okay. Let's keep going. I have I have some gray. I want to airbrush a little bit of gray, and I want to airbrush purple and red. Purple and red on the model. So a little bit of blue-gray on the base. That will be the last color added to the base. Yeah, he's 10 years. He even spent hours in thinner and stuff like that, because I was not knowing all the tricks that I know right now about how to clean it right after usage. But yeah, I cannot say that he has not done its work. It's like, I'm very happy after 10 years that he is still working almost like the first day. He's just not looking as good because yeah, it's sparkling. Yep. So this is okay, not more than that. And I think that we will I will do something just to make things quicker. I will do the edge of the base with black right now. So always same thing. You just throw in some water, backflow, make a mess, get that water out. There we go. I just did a small mess here. But yeah, you pour some water, get it out. Small pipettes are going better in this, but that's what I add. It's working well also. When it's done, you're just ready for next color. So next color will be I will add some red. Okay, I started with the brush. So this is actually like 10 brush glazing. But you will see how fast I will get it red with that method. Same thing when you want to mix the paint. You can just backflow just a little bit. I will add a little bit of water. It's always good to test if it's too red or everything on your glove, on something else, just to see. Okay, see that I will need multiple layers because sometimes some paint are very strong compared to others, so you have to thin it more. So I'm actually pulling the trigger very slowly, just to add a little bit of reddish tones everywhere. And then I will add some purple. After the purple, I think we will be able to actually mount the model onto its base and check if I have to okay, I need some purple. This one is already mixed. This, don't worry if you see me not diluting this one. It's already done. So it's already very diluted. Dupe, a bit off screen. if a spider just appears, you just push it with the air of the airbrush. Of course, this is not a technique that you try on your first day of airbrushing. There we go, so I did the purple. I can even add a little bit of purple into the green here to increase the shadows. Where's the VIP? I don't know. Where's the VIP? Where is she? VIP. There we go. So I would say that it's now done. So you guys have seen a little bit of airbrush glazing. I hope that it will explain what it is and how you can actually use your airbrush for something else. So I can just drop some water in my airbrush to let it I will finish the cleaning a bit later. Here we go. So I can zoom out a bit. What are you going to... Friday I will be building bases. I need to build the base for... that will be Scenic base. Thank you very much, Tasty. I'm done with the airbrush, so you can see the glazing I've done on the model and on the base. So yes, I'm done. I'm going to glue it together and just adjust some things. Thank you very much for hanging with us, Tasty Burger, and I will see you later. So basically, Bob Ross Day. Happy little trees. Yep. So you guys will try to help me to build bases. I need to build... Okay, let me get it. I need to build a base for that model. Let me get... So I want to make a Scenic base here for that model. And build something nice. And then I have the dwarf. I need to make a Scenic... The base will be smaller, of course, but I need to make a Scenic base for that dwarf. So I think that that's what we will be doing on Friday. So let's get that bad boy off of his stand. So yes, there's the lighting. I would like to have one lighting in front, but by doing so, I'm kinda having the other one on the back. So I can check. Okay, I think he's meant to go like this. Yup, he's meant to go like this. Wow, that looks good. I like it. So I will just clean under. Do I have? Where's my? Okay, my X-Acto is there. So I will just clean under as I have some glue left. Try not to chop your fingers. How many? I've only painted it on stream mostly, so it's pretty hard. I've been talking a lot. It's what? It's the... Is it the 4th or the 5th stream? Do I have the title of... I think it's the 5th stream. No, actually, it's the 4th one. Part 4, so yes. So that's about 12 hours with a lot of distracting. Yeah. Would be a lot faster normally. Yeah, lots of fighter. Yeah, I forgot the last one. That one is hard, by the way. Don't either too fast. So yes, I would say about 12 hours. Could be cut down to around 10. Yeah. Around, I would say around 8 to 10 hours. Okay, I will need to let the glue set. So yes, I've done a lot of testing also, Testal. So that's that makes it a bit longer. The longest part of this model is actually all the leather straps. This is the longest part. No, I don't pin it as it's not meant to play. You actually will never hold the model by the model. So normally you always take it by the base, should never come down. It's not the same thing with the gaming models. I would pin it. But with resin, I would say that I don't pin much stuff because when it's big like that, that's what you can actually drill it into the model. But when you have a small model, like I would say I would not drill in a smaller part than this. I actually did pin this one because it's not holding, like she would be glued by only a very small part. And that model is actually easy to just hit with the banner. So it all depends on the model. All depends. She has small feet. Yep. This one is like glued on all the surface, and unless you drop it on the floor, it will not unglue. And if you showing feet on street, yeah. Okay, so now I will actually. I'm not sure I will go with OSL with that very small flame there. Not sure at all. But what I will do is add some pigments. So if you guys are not used on how to use pigments and stuff, we will go and make a little bit of this. Let me get them out. I forgot that I have to paint. Alright, let me paint this first. I said that I wanted to add some kind of bright green to make some vegetation like moss thing. So I take a bright green that I will dilute. Do we see it? Not at all. Okay, so I got a bright green here that I will dilute. And I will drop it on the top of to give some moss. Will we put snow? I don't think I will put snow. Why? You want some liquid frost? Putting snow is something else. You kind of have to prepare it before. Because when you put snow, you somewhat want to also try to put icicles and stuff like that. So very diluted. It's brighter right now than it will be when it will be dry. So that's something to get a hold on when you're painting actually. Everything that you paint when it's wet is brighter than when it will be dry. You'll have to do snow for Patreon. I have to rebase the old slave to darkness. Next month there will be no snow. I kinda already know which model it will be for next month. Okay, see in front it's dry, so it's a lot less brighter than it was. So I will put a little bit on the top also. I can check for not next month, but the other one. How fast you need to rebase them? Here we go. I got some green going on. Easier to say, easier to see than the first green. Now it's time for the pigments. So pigments can be bought in very huge. You can see the price for a very huge jar of pigments, and not only small pots. So you do yourself a favor and do it on something, because it's a bit messy. Haha, really? Is this true? Is this true? Right. When you are working with pigments. Okay, I will close a great success here. Where is great success? I will need the old. So you have to get a brush that is dedicated only to this. So you see why I say it's a bit messy. You will get this everywhere, and you kind of want to throw that sheet of paper into garbage after. If you have this and you're on your work desk, it's pretty hard to clean it after. Looks like fingerprint. Yep, kinda. So you just have to stipple it where you want. So it's really matte, and it's looking like real dirt. No, you don't have to put water on it. If you put water on it, you will kind of make a paste out of it, and this is not what you want to get. Right now, you want to get like a pastel, like if you're playing with pastels. So this is not meant for gaming models, okay? Because if you rub your finger on it, you will get all the pigments out, right? If you want to fix the pigments there more steadily, you have to use some pigment fixer. So it will actually mix in with the pigment, but it will not dilute the pigment. When it will dries, it will just fix the pigment there, and it will be the same powdery look as it is right now. Let me try to get no, if you varnish it, it will turn into some kind of mud. With water, will it do mud, or you need sand too? I will show you. No, I don't do any dull coat for same. When it's a display model, I don't use any varnish on it, because first I will kill all the metallics on the model. If I use a matte varnish, the metallics will get destroyed. Okay? And sometimes I'm actually playing with the gloss and the dullness of a paint to make the model interesting. Okay? Let's say I'm adding blood on the blades, which I could do right now. That could be nice, as we have time on this stream. If I had blood and I dull coat after, I'm killing the blood effect. Right? So it's good for gaming models, again, but for display model that you hold by the base, like, if I see someone, let's say that I'm showing this to someone and he actually put his finger on the model, it's like a big mistake. You never take a display model by the model. You always take it by the base. This is why normally display model are having plinths, like the wooden one I just showed before this. So you can actually hold it by there and not touch the model. You do not want to touch those models. If I'm doing gaming models, I will dull coat. In fact, I will not dull coat. I will, can you print plinths? I can. I still have a lot of wooden ones that I've made when I was actually working. This advice of touching the base first can be applied. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm not sure about what's behind that comment. Crazy. Okay, so first color done. I can move to a more reddish one. This time I will hit. Where's Hulk? Go get him! And yes, we're just about to hit the rimming part of this. And you can use the pigments to actually get the cloth dirty, like this. Could you dry brush or stipple brown and get the same effect? It will not give the same effect. As you can see, it gives a really dirty effect. It's really matte. There's no paint that will be that matte. Yes, you can do it, but it will not be exactly the same. There we go. So we could do blood. What about doing blood? That would be nice. So I will get rid of those pots and the sheets. And we could try to actually... And you get rid of the excess, as you don't want it to get spilled everywhere. There we go. Alright, so right now I will not touch the model anymore by the base or whatever. Let me get better shot. Where do you get your pigments from? I did buy these pots of pigments probably 10 years ago, maybe even more. Oh yes, much more. Probably 15 years ago. I did split them 50-50 with a friend. So half of those pots are lasting me for 15 years. You don't need a lot. So, but you know, they are actually selling you the same amount of pigment for the same, not through. If you go like this small pot here costs probably twice the price of the big pot that I just showed you. You need to find specialist store that holds them. This is not common. I've been working in one when I was younger. This is where I took them. But yeah, you can either buy them, but they cost more. I don't know if you can find these. These are Cama pigments. Camapigment.com. I don't know if it's still existing, probably. But you can, yeah, you can probably get some on Amazon and stuff like that. Really cheaper than the pots like I just showed you from Vatero. Alright. There we go. We are there. There's only the base left and some blood effect. Do you guys want me to put some blood and dripping blood? Yep, exactly. Most magic. This is another trick you can just buy pastels, and it's kind of doing the same thing. So you can buy a box of pastels and you actually have pigments of every color and for a long time. That's a very good call, Mose. Alright. Alright. I'm just trying to think how I will manage the blood dripping. So there's a few ways to do it, actually. Where is this? I got this. This is not the best thing, right? This is some Yoo-hoo. This is good to make very small drops, but not long one. When you want to do long drops, like almost falling on the ground or stuff, you need to have something holding it. So either a fish line, a transparent fish line, or you take some, this is what I was trying to find, you take some transparent spruce. Yep, exactly. You can take transparent spruce and eat them, so you melt them until you can just stretch them, and you get a very thin line, so you can use it. Some people that have white hair are using the air to actually make the transition between long distance. But I'm trying. I have some fish line here, but I think it's not small enough. So you can use some transparent fish line like this, but this one is quite thick, so it will not work. I might have to do it with what I have here. Going into Zoom call, time to lurk. No worry, I'm trying to find some kind of transparent thing to make it. I know that I did just change it from one place to another when I was doing the cleanup, but now I don't find it. So that's quite sad. This is to take, I'm not going to use this and just destroy the old job. So if anyone got a suggestion of what I could use for this, otherwise I just use a big brush. Okay, let me get it. Glue gun? No, it's not going. It's what I will use instead. Okay, I have a big brush like this, so I will use one strand of this. You will not see it. UV resin is not strong enough to make. I will not be. What I am searching is actually something to. Yes, my hair could work, but it's. I don't think it's long enough. Something to just hold the Yoo-hoo or whatever I will use. Probably that will be Yoo-hoo, where from one place to another you need to have something to bridge. So that will be perfect. That's sad, but because there's nothing, I would love to make a drip on the base, like here. That would be going from the bottom of the... Okay, I could do it. Do some blood that is going down there and dripping on the base. Mix PVA glue and super glue together. Really? This is a trick that I never heard about. Okay, so small amount of glue on this. I will glue it at the bottom of the blade. Try it somewhere else, like your cardboard. Of course, I will not try to mix something right on my model. But this is going to work actually. So I will make it drop. I will make it the drop here, and it will go down the stone. So I will either use blood for the blood god, or I will mix Yoo-hoo with blood for the blood god. I think that will be the best call. If you have a dog. If you have a dog, you spend bits time keeping. Yep, blood for blood god is very, very good blood effect. I will let glue okay, it's going to be hard. So what if you want the glue to glue faster, you just wet your finger with saliva and you push it in. It will actually set up way faster. Like this. Small trick also. I will need to cut the excess if I find my cutters. There we go. So now what I can do is I can actually add some drops. Glue, not too much like this. That will do some very thin, you will see, very thin drops like this. And after I will put the Yoo-hoo and the blood for the blood god going down. Blood for blood god, where are you? Here you are. So I mix it with Yoo-hoo for one reason. If I want to create small... Don't put it on your wet palette because you will just stop it from drying. So small amount of Yoo-hoo. very old brush. Let me grab a very old brush. And then you mix it with blood for blood god. So the drops of glue that I did at the start will hold the yoo-hoo there. I might just cut a section of it. I will see if I like it or not. Might be too much. So when I do some blood effect like this, I'm trying to at least follow from one side to the other. So yeah, maybe the string is too much. I might just leave a small amount here. Just cut the string and leave the drop here. Don't know what you guys are thinking about it. Yep, the string is too much. Too much bubble, not enough stream at the bottom of the blade. Stream? Well, it will never drip like this, but I think that okay, let me cut the string and we will see what it gives. I think it's just better to add. I don't think I need the string at all. It was just for mostly for fun, but I don't think I need the stream at all. Okay, let me check. You sent me a picture. Yeah, totally understand. But I think I don't need that. The stream, well, the line will always be too much. So I can actually try to do some small dripping, but no line. So I will try. I will add Yoo-hoo to the mix to make it more stringy. But I will not add the string. There we go. Royal blob at the end. Yep. You probably don't see it, but there's one. I'm trying to add some slash splatter. And after I will take the brush to make the splatter effect. So I will not add any blood there. Only falling. That's enough. I think that's enough blood to head to the base. So I need to wait for the Yoo-hoo to be a little bit more stringy. It can take quite a long time. So I think I will just let it like blob like this. There we go. So I have a small brush. Where is it? The small brush to do the splatter effect. I had it somewhere. Okay, this is this one. You need to be careful. As you don't want to have too much going on. You don't want it to be spilled everywhere. So if I only want it on the blade, like this, okay, I was not close enough. So you can see if you want this splatter effect. Yep. So you need to cover some parts. That you don't want the splatter effect on. Anyway, it will not be really seen. We're just having fun right now. It's pretty hard to stay on camera. It's been not too bad. Okay, I had some a bit too high there, but kinda they are at the good places. If they were not, I would just clean them right away. Oh yeah, want to become famous? Right. Okay, this time I'll try to cover a bit better. Oh, you're not able to get it out of Jurassic. Okay, I think that's enough for the splatter effect. Nope, not able. I will. I'll try to get rid of this. Kill it with fire. I will try to get rid of this. Come on. Ah, then. There we go. Okay, so what's left actually is to do the rimming. So I will carefully take it by the base because I need to actually paint the rim of the base. Almost. You see something to head? I'm almost done with this one. I did it the school with some black, but as this black is drying very slowly, I can still clean it. So why are you asking, Jurassic? Normally, when you are doing the rim, you are kinda done. How comes you're using black instead? I don't know why. Don't know why. Should use. Oh, hello. I don't know why it's asking me to allow this message. Maybe because it's an heresy? Why am I using black instead of goblin green? No idea why. I'll let that dry before touching the model. A little bit. Might helping. I will drop the sound while I'm air drying it, right? Just so you guys are not getting the air dryer too loud. Good one. Right. So now the base is dry. I can just get a bit further away. Here we go. We got a painted model. So let's say for about 10 hours. Cheers. I actually have to. Where is Borat? Yeah, I will head Borat back. Borat. Great success. So if you guys did not vote yet, go vote. Go vote. Every vote is important. Thank you very much, Mo's Magic. So I'm going to put this on Etsy tonight or tomorrow. You can have that mini for $5. I'm not upset with that model. I find it really, really nice. But yeah, I kind of need to earn money for a living, so I will try to sell it. Sadly, this is the art. Yeah, I know that some people would like to have it, but I need to try to sell it. Sadly, if I want my kids to eat. All right. So it is dawn. We still have 1 hour to go. I'm just trying to think what we could do. Yeah, what I do on stream is actually normally it's not commissions. So kind of have to try to sell those. It's harder. It's way harder, but yeah, I have to try to sell those. But it's also to promote my other stuff, like printing and commission painting and everything. So it's trying to. So the blood effect is not dry yet, but I like it. We don't really see much the blood on the chest. That's good. I don't want it to have too much. There's just enough. There we go. Right. One big model done. What can we paint? We will start painting a Blood Bowl referee. How cool is this little guy? So that's what is really nice about Games Workshop models. This guy is like in 5 pieces, but you don't see any gaps or anything. So you just glue it together, you just clean a little bit of mold lines, and you are ready to go. There's nothing else to do. There we go. Oh, nice. I got a confirmation. So yes, normally, okay, I will take a minute to talk about what will be going on Patreon next month and in the upcoming months. All right. I kind of struck a deal with 3D artists, to have STLs on my Patreon. So every month there will be 2 featured artists. So 1 STL each. So I will have 1 model for each artist available on the Patreon. But depending, I started asking them, because some people did ask me. I have no printer. Most of them are allowing me to print their model available on my Patreon that month for selling. So if you guys like want to have the model that will be painted on the Patreon, you can actually buy it printed from me. I will make a discount for that model, of course. So you guys, so it's more affordable for you guys on Patreon. So that's it. This is not the model. Next month will be. Should I announce it right now? Should I? Anyway, I think that most people are AFK, so there's maybe 1 or 2 people actually listening. So yes, next month will be Raf from Pre-Collection. So do I have the model? Let me get it. Yeah, as I have to kind of make 2 months in one. I'm trying to so this one is started. So right now on the Patreon there's the tutorial on how to well, it's not on right now. I just finished I'm finishing editing it. But it will be released this week on how to airbrush the skin. But next month will be the rest of the model. The STL will be available for printing. And this one I am already allowed to sell the print, so it's not really hard. So that will be that model. And the second one will be actually the dwarf here. As I have to do it for a commission, I will start with this one, and I have the rights to sell the models. So I'm like having no problem the first month with the selling, but now the answer of the different artists that wanted to participate are entering, and I will be allowed to sell the files. So that will be all good. So probably that next month is March. In April I will have 2 new artists with 2 new STL and the right probably to sell the models during that month for you guys to buy the model and paint it following the videos or whatever you want. So that will be the Patreon formula for now on. I think that can be interesting for many people to get the model or print the model and follow a painting tutorial. I think it would be better than just doing some random tutorials here and there, tutorials that have been done already many times. So yes, this is where I want to go. Okay, let's get this model a little bit more ready than this. As this one was kind of weird. It was weirdly supported here. I have a lot of holes. So if you guys are working with 3D prints, this little putty here is really useful. So it's acrylic putty. You work it with water. So you just drop it there and you work your way with the putty. You fill the holes and you let it dry just a little and then you clean. So I use the same stuff for filling gaps, but this one is pretty good on the gaps. If I show you, do I have gaps? No, these are kind of one piece, except the arms, but the arms are quite good on this one. There's nothing to do there. You can see on this one. On this one, I did put some putty here, just to close the gaps. That's about it. Nothing more than that. So this is actually the model that we will be painting next week. I'm getting this one ready, but it's not for next week. So once it started to cure, if I can say, you can just clean the sections that you don't want the putty to stay. As it's water based, you just brush it with water. Might get closer look here. Nope, it's too much. Pretty hard to see on screen, I would say. But once it's done, then you get rid of all the small holes. It's much more easier than using green stuff or liquid green stuff. This is like liquid green stuff, but way better. So there's multiple, if you guys don't know what it is, most of them are called plastic putty or something like this. You want some, this is acrylic based. There are some that are solvent based, so it's good. It's probably better than this because it is solvent based. It will not shrink and anything, but you have to actually clean it with solvent instead of water like I did. So this is why I'm not using them. You see, same thing, acrylic modeling filler, green putty. This is the same thing. There's different brand, so it's all working really great for this. It stinks. Yeah, it stinks a lot. But they are actually, I would say, more performant than the acrylic based one. They just dry harder. They don't shrink. They don't. But you have to play with solvents, and it smells. It smells a lot. They are easily sandable. These one you can do it, but let's say they are kind of always sticky a bit. The solvent based one, or like you can sand them like you want. There's no problem. But yeah, this is the difference. I prefer acrylic based stuff. Here's one. Let me find some. Here's that. That should be better for the size. The size of this one is better. Haha. So I will make a small. So I need to find an idea for this one. Looks like I'm bleeding. I need to find an idea for a base for this one. And same thing for this. But maybe it's just, the base is too big for this one. I kind of had the idea to have the 3 behind and stuff like that. Maybe we can start it right now. Okay, what I will do, I will put another glove in, because I will actually sculpt some stuff. Do I have a tree? Okay, Savannah. Coffee noise, totally. I did it. So might use, maybe it's a bit too big. I will have to trim it anyway. But I can just put let's get. So yes. The trick is during the summer to just go in the wood and find a tree trunk and get some. So yes, that could do it. And you just get, you trim it. Okay, doing bases, I will get rid of the painted model, because doing bases is somewhat messy a bit. So I will trim the 3 until I am happy with. If I need to add anything, but I don't want to add much stuff. I just want to have some kind of trunk behind, kinda almost dead. If I need to add some branches, then I just get anything from what I've left there and I glue it on the 3, because you don't want the 3 to be too big. But I will actually add some of the smaller. I want the big trunk, but I want some smaller branches to so you play with these. So I will probably glue this here just to get some more branches. Using what's the name of this Jurassic? C'est quoi les racines? Roots! Yeah, right. Okay, this is just stupid. I knew it, but I'm getting some stupid blanks. So you just play. This is like the Bob Ross part of doing threes and stuff. You cut the section you need and then you add back. If you're lucky enough to find the perfect tree, then you are quite lucky. But sometimes you need to play with what you have. So I'm just adding back some branches. Here. So this is too long. So I will add a few leaves in there. It's going to be big. Right. So yes, I can have it 3 and I will add some kind of very eye just behind. I could add some very long I don't know how it's called. See, I have these Wheats model. I will hide all the Chinese characters. But these are very long Wheats like stuff that you can glue, so you just cut it at the 8 you need. I will actually, this is something I will drill, because it will for sure fall over. So I was having my drill, and after that I will add some putty, some sand and everything on top of it to add texture. But yeah, the Savannah call is a good one. Check which. There we go. Alright, it's this size, perfect. We are now in the Bob Ross section of the stream. So I will make a small hole where I want the tree. Measure twice, drill once. Pah! This will be covered with everything. Anyway, if I want to change the three of place, that will be I don't really care into drilling more holes into this. There we go. It's drilled there. I have this one that will also be, as I don't want the three to be the same side as the banner. But she will be like here. I can probably just drill it also. Might be just a bit higher. I should cover my hands with blood for blood god, so when people drop in, they actually, what is happening here? Okay, so here's the first sketch. I'll try to get the camera a little bit further here. So first sketch would be something like this. With some different, yeah, okay. What I will do actually is to put, I did lose my small, this is not a good one, this one. So if I don't want to lose the old that I did, you just put a small pin in before you just start doing the old basing. I will glue the three, and then we will start adding some texture. I'm just not sure that this thing is still Shendo 363. Welcome in. Welcome to that mess that is this stream right now. This is what happens when I'm doing some bases. Always. It's a mess. But I think this is how you kind of get creative. I normally have something to actually apply. Dude, I had that stuff. It's for applying texture. I've bought a damn texture brush for way too much money, and I don't find it back. Okay, I got it. At least this is useful for something. Okay, there might be some good stuff under there. Okay, so this is actually some modeling past, flexible modeling past. So you can actually put some there and work it up. So this is also water based, so if it's too thick like this, because my pot starts to be quite old, you can just add a little bit of water. I think that will be nice, as I will be able to feel like I'm making some sandwiches. If crazy ever come back, it will be like, what is going on here? So normally it's not as thick as that, but kind of fits well for what I will be doing. So I want to just simulate some kind of uneven ground. And I will add sand and rocks on it while it's not dry. With this texture, I could probably do waves right now, as it's really kind of dry. I will try to close that light. It's making too much reflection, but it's really, you can see I could make waves with it. I think that's probably his last time. So this is what I will use to hide the tree trunk. It's not your best job. What the hell? It's not your best job. Nothing is done yet. I'm just applying a coat of this stuff, and then I will work it up. It's not your best job. I'm not doing waves for real. I'm just doing some ground texture. So you will see why I use this kind of paste. Because you can actually work it for a while. It's just really thick right now, but I will add some water on top and brush it. What I'm trying to create right now is just an uneven ground. There we go. So once you get... Where the hell is my... Okay. I will clean this. Normally it's not that thick, that's why. So I will take a big brush. Not big enough, I will take this one. And I will start working it up with water a bit, and you will see, well, you will not because it's too bright, I'll try to close this also. Oh, yeah, you will see it better. Haha. So with water, I will actually just smooth down the surface. To make an uneven ground. Take notes instead of seeing. It's not my best job. And I will add rocks just for you. Okay, we have something already more interesting. What I will do right now is actually try to fit the model again on this. So the feet are actually going to be at the right place. I need to bend it a little. There we go. Right? So now the model is actually fitting on the ground, and I can start working all the other stuff around. So I will just get a lot of sand size coffee ground, and again I will take a sheet of paper to do it on it because it will be messy. So I'm taking some sand and I'm just tapping slightly on the top to make it onto the past, so it stay there, and I just tap the excess out. There we go. I do the same, I can take bigger, as this one is some bigger rocks. I just tapped him into the past. Finally, I will just take back those roots that I had. Fluffy Bristle, welcome in. How are you going today? Yeah, I'm all dark because if I light this up, maybe it will be better now. Okay, yes, it's better than now that I have some sand on the base. How are you going today, Fluffy? So now I can just push in some roots like this. That will be on the side. Doing very well also. I'm just basing some of the next projects. So I'm using what I've cut to make the roots of the tree like this. Don't know if you can see it. So yes, I'm doing the roots. Okay, the lights are just not cutting it. I will go back into the dark. So here, I'm adding some roots. I'm doing pretty good. I did finish the other model. I will show you in a second after finishing the roots of this tree. This one might be a bit big. Here we go. Maybe a small one there. I will add some putty to just fit everything together a bit later when the first coat will be dry. I will add a bit of putty to just fit the roots with the tree. Okay, so we're gonna start here. Okay, I will have to let that dry and then I will be able to work the base more once the white past will be dried. So how bad is this? Just El Jurassic, it's not that bad. I hope it will not be that bad. Okay, we got one done. There's a total mess on my desk. So the basic of the basing is done on that one. I now have to think about the dwarf. I need to find a cool idea for that dwarf. That is here. So I need to find a cool basing idea for that dwarf. If anyone got an idea, I'm open to. Because otherwise than doing some kind of pavement, I'm like inside a cavern stepping on it. Right, you know, something that does not require like 2 weeks of doing the base. There we go. So yes. So I'm done with this one, Fluffy. If you probably have missed it. I will get Barrett out for a few seconds. So he is now done. You should use the same base as this guy for the dwarf. Yeah, that could be cool. Yeah, I have to sign my name under. I will. It will be signed and sent to Etsy. So Crazy, welcome back. So did you miss my basing? I think you missed the best part. Just add the treasure chest. For the dwarf? Yeah, it could be. I will check what other bases I actually have in this, but because there's some that could be sick also in big one with the candles. Let me check. I think I have this one in big. Yeah, I have it. Can test it right away. That's quiet looking. Nice. Yeah, I think I will print that base. Yeah, I love how you guys are giving me like way more trouble. You guys are just giving me more troubles. Yep, of course, if you got a candle there, I will make some OSL. Yep, that's better. Yep, I think that will be something like this. I will print him a base like this. Maybe just make him stand a little bit further away like this. Right. Right, so yes, this one. What's the original base? The original base on the dwarves are not really amazing, I would say. This is the first, I think only the orcs and the warriors have big bases like that. I think the dwarves are like this. They are all like this. Pavement base, if I can say. So they are not like as much detailed as these ones. But I will check. I will just... They are quite nice. Like, this is a dwarf base also. Small one. But yeah, they are nice, but not as as scenic as those ones. So yeah, I think this one will fit pretty well. I will just check if I can find anything else. Could use any of dungeon underground. Yep, like this. Yeah, the bases are very nice, but they are not as scenic as the one for the orcs or the one for the chaos warriors. So yes, I think we just found. Hey, quick question. What kind of paint do you use? I'm looking to buy some paint with me so I can start painting. Ba, ba, ba. Okay, first I would advise you to stay away from from craft store paint. Normally, I know where you can buy minis. Yeah. You can buy some. There's a lot of brands. They are all about the same price. There is no really big deal about this. The only brand that is cheaper is actually Army Painter. So you can grab an Army Painter deal, but they are not the best paint in town. If you want to have good paints, you have to stick with some of these. So Valero, Scale Color, Citadel. What other brands are good? There's a few brands. Could probably name a few more, but the cheaper are the Army Painter ones. But like I said, they are not the best in town. The big difference between Valero and Citadels are. Wait, I will just give it to you some close up here. Where is it? Here we go. This is the difference. Even if you think that there's the same amount of paint in each pot, Games Workshop pots are actually 12 mil pots, and Valero 1 17. So that's the difference. So if you see that the Valero are a bit pricier, this is why. But I don't think they are. So you might want to go with Valero for the quantity that you get. Otherwise, it's a question of bottle. Do you want dropper bottles or like this? Just a lot of people don't like those bottles. I don't really like them neither because you always get paint there that dries and they don't close correctly, a bit like this, and they finish up by drying into the pot. So a lot of people like dropper bottles a lot more. So I would say my top pick would be Valero like this. But you need some of those. They have really nice products, so you kind of need a bit of Games Workshop. You need a bit of everything. That's sad, but yeah. If you only look for a starter kit, Army Painter. Cheap to start, but don't get the huge thing with 200 paints because you will get stuck with it. Find a small starter kit and then you buy from different brand after. The issue with is you can buy two pots with the same name but the color don't even match. Yes, I got my answer from this. They just changed the color. They changed it. This is the answer I got. the color got changed, so this is the new color. But yeah, this is weird, but that can happen. But check this, okay? I will try to go and find. Let's Google this. Alright, so I will try to open. This is what I found while I was doing my my video. Okay. So welcome to Valero. So Obby. Game color. No, game color, model color, model color. So the actual color that I was having trouble to find was a green. Do you guys see it correctly? Check this. If it loads. Come on. Wow. We are getting there. So my green was actually called dark green. Okay, I think that will be easier to just search dark green there. I will let it load. But I found, okay, here we go. Here we go. That was faster for an unknown reason. Alright, do you guys see? Dark green. Dark green. Dark green. US dark green. Egypt dark green. BS dark green. IGN dark green. Russian dark green. So I think they just got rid of some of them. Because mine, I think the number of mine was what matching. So that was mine. Do I have it somewhere? So yes. Do you guys see it? You guys can see it. So this is the number on mine. So this one is not the same color, okay? You will see here. Same number, not the same color at all. Alright, so if I get Firefox on back, so this seems to be green, not brown, right now. But if you go back there and you just take this one, it looks like a lot more brown than green. Camouflage is not a good one, but maybe that should be the one I should try to get. But you see, there's a lot of dark green. This one is not the same number. See, it's a dark green, but it's not the same number. So they probably got rid of some of them for an unknown reason. And now I'm stuck with something that is not fitting. So this one is really green. Maybe this one would fit more. I will have to check. But this is the main problem. I don't want to order like 5 pots of the same thing. So I don't know which one to actually buy to get the same color. Alright. I will go and get a picture of this real quick before we raid. So I have something to show. And we will raid. Yeah, it's done. Okay. Yeah, you're back. I've done a lot of stuff, man. You just missed the basing thing. Right. So yes, it's done. Maybe I'm a bit too far away. Right. Okay, we got it. So yes. It's done. I did had some blood dripping. There we go. More blood there. Some blood splatter that you don't really see much, but there's some blood splatter. I've also did started to do this basing. So I did build 3 and everything for this next project. I need the past that I've put on the base to dry before keeping on doing adding stuff on the base. But that's the start of this little scenic here that will be done in 2 weeks. Next week is this dragon, and the week after will be that one. Right? So this is what will be going on. Alright, I don't know why you did write this on Instagram. You want to know where I'm taking those, right? Okay, just check the name, just Google it, and you will find stores that are holding them. But these are artists. Like, you need to find artist paints. You just don't buy some cheap craps. But these brand is normally quite good. The burnt umber is not really opaque. I don't like it that much. I really like the black though. The black from Josanja is really good because it's covering well and it's really pigmented. So right now, picture time. Let me go and grab a picture of the model real quick. And then I will, you guys can start checking for a raid. Someone to raid. I just need to find my... But the picture will be damn good. Picture should be damn good. Right, raid my workplace. Why? Is it that boring? Okay, let me just edit the pictures. So did you guys found anywhere to actually raid? No. I will go and check. In a second, I will just put this and this together to make one picture. Okay. Maniac is online. Do I have him? I'm not sure. Okay, let me post it into... oh, the painted models. Yes, it is now a painted model. There we go. Maniac is on Twitch. I was not even aware. Alright. Well, you guys... yeah, this is, yeah, there's a lot of people in there. Right, there's... well, I don't have much people. I thought that, wait, Ramius would be online, but he's not. He is not online. Ash. Wait, Ash. Alright, we got Ash online. Ash, oh my god, so long to write. Let me try to slash raid Ash de cereal. Oh my god, how you write this? Hobbyist. Right. I think I got it right. Did I have it right? Yes, I have it right. So, a friend, I had to be taken to the vet and you went to... okay, right. Perfect. So, thank you very much for hanging in the stream today. We got a very nice model done. I've posted the picture into Discord. Don't forget, if you have not voted for Borat, please do so. There. And I will see you on Friday to prepare the basing for the two models that I will do in the next weeks. So thank you very much, and let's raid Hash the Serial Hobbyist right now and show her some love. See you on Friday, guys.
What you did, like the yellows and stuff that you used for this, you know, I think that's something that I'm gonna do as well. Whoa, we got a raid going on, do we? What happened? I don't see a raid. It's not in my things. What's going on? Matt, okay. OBS is being silly and it's not telling me, but y'all are definitely telling me that I got a raid. Mad Mike's, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Oh, what do we got? I'm checking out the notes. Oh, I'm getting distracted. I was looking at people's people's work. Okay. Hello there. Oh, look at this. Someone with the dragons. Buddy, are these all your dragons? And all your emojis? Thistle, what's going on?